The Golden State Warriors lost Game 5 against Houston. Chris Paul, in case you have not heard yet, is going to miss Game 6 because of his hamstring injury. Klay Thompson was asked what the F happened on the last play of the game where Draymond Green had butterfingers and they couldn't even run the play. Here is what Klay said, and then we'll discuss.
What was the design on the last play after the timeout?
Man, I can't. Which play?
The last one. Your last possession.
Step through it. Oh, and step through the Draymond?
Yeah.
Just trying to free up Steph, get him downhill. There's only 7 seconds left, made a foul to give. I thought he made a good play on a Draymond because he was in a 3-on-2 situation, but they just mishandled it. Can't let it get to that point though, but I thought he played a good game, not good enough. But we'll be better Saturday.
So as I said previously, opportunity lost because James Harden was so bad.
Yeah.
Yet in this play, let's show this real quick. In this play, Chris Paul, this is actually where Chris Paul got hurt. It was back at about the 50-second mark. So Chris Paul to the right of your screen, Kevin Durant pulling up, Draymond Green, as you're going to see on the next one, he has an option right here, and it is Quinn Cook. Let's be real. He is wide. Well, there's two options. You drive to the lane and you take the lead, or you go to Quinn Cook for three.
You take it to the rack.
All right.
You've got the advantage, and then you kick it to Curry on the wing.
So here's...
Well, they collapsed on him. He went deep.
They collapsed on him. So there's only two options at this point as well. Do you pass to Steph with James Harden closing out? I say no. This is the right play. This is the right shot. He just missed. Okay, so on top of that, Quinn Cook misses, and here's the the second to last possession, where Steph Curry then is driving to his right, gets the screen from Klay. There was already a switch between PJ Tucker and James Harden. What they were trying to do is get the switch once again, so James Harden was guarding Stephen Curry. On top of that, he goes to his right. Really difficult shot, yet it almost went in. Let's be real about it. So he misses. There's 10 seconds left. Trevor Ariza misses the second half of a 1-and-1. So he misses, they call timeout, and then here's the last play as it occurred. Down screen by Draymond, so there's the switch. Steph Curry is right there. He's gonna get the inbound pass, and then there's another, what they thought was a mismatch, bottom left of the screen with Draymond Green on Eric Gordon. Passes the ball to Draymond Green, and then he has butterfingers. Eric Gordon gets after it, and then Houston holds on to win. Between what Klay said and between what you saw, in your own minds, what the heck happened on the last play?
The first thing I noticed is that Klay Thompson he is no LeBron James when it comes to remembering the play. He goes, "What happened on the last play, Klay?" Last play. Which last play? The only last play that there was in the game. He goes,
"Well, if you're Klay Thompson, you're thinking." He's not asking about last game again, is it? Because that was my last play, and that sucked. True. The problem was there was no last play, and we had a timeout.
Yeah, it's I mean, okay. We were talking about this. There's a reliability, I think, with Draymond, and that's just what it was going to be. I don't think the play was designed for him to be the one to take the shot. After he makes some kind of chaos on offense, you're going to have shooters all around you, and that was just going to be simple. Choose one, except for Cook if he was even on the floor. But I mean, it was a human error. It's a human mistake. It's what happens, right?
Totally.
Sometimes, but not much. Now, what I did notice, remember at the beginning of this series, I think it led to this a little bit because that reliability of Draymond is being tested more and more. The very first, was it the first game when he threw an elbow into
James Harden,
and was all shaken and mad and pissed off? Before the series even started, and then they knew they were going to play the Rockets. They asked Draymond in a sit-down interview, and he's like, "I don't even want to talk about this anymore. You guys keep talking about, like, do we want the Rockets? Do we want the Rockets? Can we just play?" And I was like, he's a little too emotional.
To add on to that real quick, allow me to interject. He also said, we're focused on winning a championship. So he wouldn't acknowledge the matchup that was at hand.
Yeah, he did.
Not that that's a bad thing.
He was frustrated. He was frustrated. They keep asking him about the Rockets. Because this is what everyone else wants to see, this matchup. And he goes, "We don't want to keep talking about that. Why do you keep asking about the Rockets? The Rockets want us, but we don't necessarily want them. We're not worried about that." I was like, man, this has gotten to him. This series is in his head, man.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think this is just him. He's always going to be super loudmouthish. He's always going to try and not demoralize. What am I?
Get in the head of.
He's going to try to always put down the opposition at any turn. This is just him. That's just him.
Yeah, that is
what he does. So I don't think it's mental.
You get so much out of whatever his mentality is that you got to take the bitter with the sweet with him. and it's and sometimes I do think that he outthinks himself. I will say, within 5 minutes previous to this meltdown of a last play, Draymond had a strong take toward the hole that he missed but cleaned up himself.
Yeah.
And a three when no one on the Warriors are making a three.
Great point.
So I don't want to jump down his throat. Sure. And if anyone knows how they messed up, it's the person who messed up, which might be why Clay took an extra minute, even though that wasn't really his fault, and Draymond, knew in that moment.
It's weird. Draymond let go of that back to that 3-pointer. He let it go, and I was like, oh, that's money.
Oh, I was like, Draymond, no!
As soon as he let it go, I was like,
I was also like Draymond.
Whenever I see Draymond shoot a three, it's just such a weird,
it's true.
45
that's
minutes of a
the way
quarter.
he took it was too confident. It's the way you want Draymond to take a three.
Not thinking.
In motion, I was like, oh, man, he knows this is perfect. It was no question. It was like Curry taking it for me.
So in your head, when you play basketball, you know that when you do the 5, 4, 3, and in your head you're going perfectly normal, but in reality you're going 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh crap! And there's 2.5 seconds left. How much does that slow down for Draymond or like a professional player back to reality? Like that's one of those things where, was he nervous? Was it the nerves that got to him that would make it more likely he'd mess up that last play?
He's moving faster.
He's just moving faster.
He was reacting faster than the ball.
He's not relaxed.
It's like a wide receiver on a wide open pass. He's ready to run before he catches the ball. That's all. He took his eye off it. He was looking downfield.
It was a rough last play.
Oh, very rough. But still, again, given a gift. Chris Paul not playing, even if Andre Iguodala is not playing. Let us know who you got. Comment section below. Subscribe to 2 Sports.